Hi everyone, it's Richard from Scott Country International. Welcome to the Night Vision Show. So today's quite an exciting time. I've been waiting for a couple of weeks to be able to unveil this to you. And what I'm about to unveil to you now is one of the products from the new HikMicro range, including the X series. So here with me today, unveiling again, is the HikMicro Stellar 3 SQ50 Pro Thermal Scope. Just to go into detail around this scope, it's got a 640 by 512 resolution. It's sub 15 millikelvin, yeah, you heard that right, sub 15 millikelvin. It's got a 50mm lens with a detection range up to 2,600 meters. It's got a 2560 by 2560 resolution with a 1.03 inch OLED display. It's got the new HikMicro Shutterless image system, which means you won't get that pausing of the screen when you're just about to take that crucial shot. And it's got a built-in laser rangefinder with up to 1,000 meters with ballistic calculator. It is a rechargeable internal battery and external batteries with 9 hours continuous operation, so more than you'll ever need. Now on top of this, this is the mid-range model. We have the top model, not with me today, but you can get it online with us at Scott Country International, which is the flagship model, which is not with me today. It's the HikMicro Stellar 3 SX60 scope with the HD sensor. It's sub 18 millikelvin. It's got a 60mm lens with a detection range of up to 3,100 meters. Also within the range we have the less expensive model, which is the HikMicro Stellar 3 SH50 L, which is a lot of the same features, but different feature would be the 384 by 288 resolution thermal detector, and it's sub 15 millikelvin as well. But what we're going to focus on today is the HikMicro Stellar 3 SQ50 Pro, as we believe that will be probably our best seller. For those who want the best, obviously we will have the top of the range SX60 available, and that performance will undeniably be one of the best, with a 3,100 meter detection range and capability to mag and zoom in with less pixelation. It will give you immense detail and probably suit those shooting out to longer ranges. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this through its paces. I'm going to shoot out to 100 meters and get it on point. And then I'm going to do something which I've never done before, is use the ballistic calculator to shoot out further, probably out to about 200 plus. We'll see how we get on with that. Now, I've already put all the data of my bullet into the scope, so all the ballistic data is already held within it. So we'll see how that works out to range. So here it is up close and personal, the new Stellar 3 Pro SQ50L. So get your usual rubber eye cap to block any eye shine that may be coming back in your face. It's got the diopter focus wheel at the end at your eyepiece to get your menu clear and give you the best picture quality available. On the left hand side, it's got your camera button or one long press to take videos. On the right hand side, you've got your laser rangefinder, which goes up to 1,000 meters, and then you've got your on off switch here. So really prominent buttons. Hik have obviously focused in this, so when you're using these in the dark, it's really easy to find. Then we come across and you've got your main function wheel here. Now this scrolls in increments up through the different magnifications, and it's well out of the way. We've taken the feedback and Hik have put that at the top now rather than the side, so you can't knock it when you're walking and you've got the rifle on your back. You'll see me going up through the different magnifications when I start putting some bullets through the rifle. One long press takes you into the functionality suite within the rifle and helps you make all the adjustments that you'll see me making shortly. On this side, it's got the compartment for your 18650 battery, and as you heard earlier, it's got 9 hours continuous runtime. And on this other side, you've got your Type-C charging port here to charge the on-board battery. Going along to the front, you've got your focus wheel, which just feels nice, really sturdy. It's got a real quality feel to it, the scope. as you would expect, and this lovely magnetised lens cap here. Now we get into the real special bit, which we've never had before, and you'll see now. I'm just swivel the rifle down so you get a better view of it. The lighting's not the best. I'll come round this way where the sun is. By the way, it's 20 degrees today, so the thermal's certainly going to be put through the test in the sensor. Here we have it. So previously we had the laser rangefinder sat at the top. It's now built in to your 50mm lens, which is pretty ingenious by the guys at HIK. So it just looks like a normal day scope, and as you know, it's mounted with the normal 30mm rings now. Absolutely brilliant. So without further ado, I'm going to put it through its paces. I'll get some targets out and we'll shoot out to, I think, 100 metres, and then I'll push it across that valley, maybe 200 plus, and see how we get on with the ballistic calculator. Once I've got all that done, I plan to do an evening's foxing. Local farmer has been out on the silage, the fields are cut, so no better time to get out on the Charlies and just keep them under management. So I'll be doing that later on tonight, hopefully when I get this Stellar 3 SQ50 Pro on point. So I've just come back to the truck to pick up my 3 silver foil targets, which I'll mask and tape onto a couple of boards. They've been sitting in the dashboard, so they'll be roasting hot, and it saves you having to use those pads if you can't get your hands on them, which I've not been able to. So these prove really good in the field. You'll see them glowing when I go out. I mean, it is 20 degrees, it's really warm today, but they still do the job. So there's a wee tip for you. So after both sighting my rifle, this is my very first shot with the Stellar 3. So the first shot was slightly high, so what you can see me doing here is using the freeze frame function within the zeroing menu, freezing the crosshairs on the point of aim, and then moving the X and Y axis up and just slightly, ever so to the left a bit, and then saving that information, which will bring the bullet down onto the point of aim. So I did take another 3 shots. The second shot was down the bottom, so I made a minor adjustment and brought it up to the middle. Third shot bob on, and the fourth shot slightly to the right, as you'll see. Okay, so I'm back out, 100 yards away up there. First shot off prone, second shot, third shot, fourth shot pulled a wee bit, so looks like I was a wee bit high. I'm here at the target. What I'm going to do now is put it out to the top of the hill and see if I can get up near 200 with it. Try and stretch it out a bit. A great day for it. Summer's back to front this year, I think. So I start range finding once I'm back at my position. What I thought was 200 yards actually turned out to be 192 yards, so not too far off. And as you can see, the ballistic calculator is working out a bullet drop of 2.1 inches. So that's what I go with, as it's telling me to do that. So it's just holding over by 2 inches. And I take 2 shots at the target. And you'll see the outcome shortly. Pretty impressive. Now I'm delighted with these 2 shots. That's 190 yards. Both shots on the foil. The foil target's only a couple of inches wide and 3 inches deep. Now, as I said, really hot day today. Broad daylight, burning sun. But the sub 15 millikelvin sensor at its core means that the lower the number, i.e. sub 15, the higher the sensitivity of the sensor. So it's able to differentiate between smaller temperature ranges and give a more detailed image. And that's why I can shoot confidently out to these distances in these conditions with the Stellar 3 Pro. Hi, well that's me arrived at the farm. It's a beautiful night. And the silage has been cut in a lot of the fields, so I've got a real good chance of some foxes. at least get them on the scope anyway. And you'll have noticed in the previous footage of the Stellar SQ50 L that we showed in Scott Country last week, that there's a lame Roe Buck and the farmers asked me to dispatch it. Probably a good one to take before the winter comes in, so if I get a chance to take it while it's still legal light, I will. So anyway, I'll catch you out there and hopefully get some good footage. Cheers. So I'm just making my way onto the ground now at the back of the farm, and I'm spotting tonight with the HikMicro Condor CQ50 L. And as luck would have it, the first thing I see through the Condor is the injured Roe Buck, and I range it at 216 yards. So I gingerly make my way back for the camera. Here's the footage through the Condor CQ50 L. You can see me using the rangefinder there. And very quickly go on to the Roe Buck. I'm on 19.6 mag here, but the magnification goes from 3.6 up to 26.6. Well, that's the buck down, and we've got a very lame buck out of its misery now, so that's good news. So that's the deer Grallochton hung up back at the farm, and I've come back out. I don't know if you can just pick it out, but there's a mist coming, so it's going to be a real test for the thermal, and a lovely full moon. So hopefully we'll come into contact with some foxes. I didn't have to wait long. Here's my first fox through the Condor. Here it is, 85 yards. Taking a shot now. So here's the footage now of Charlie Boy making its way left to right. And I'm just settling on the rifle before I take the shot and take him out. So here's the next fox, the second fox spotted through the Condor CQ50 L, 92 yards I believe. Onto my second fox now at 91 yards. And a nice easy straightforward broadside shot taking this other dog fox out. And now fox number 3 spotted through the Condor. So here we have another lame animal. This time it's a limpy vixen, and I comfortably dispatch her about 70 yards. So what I want to draw your attention to here are the two battery icons on the left hand side. One says I, one says E. That's your internal battery and your external battery. The external battery gets used first and gives you a real accurate reading as to what power you've got left in your scope. So that's a real nice change, a nice touch by HikMicro there. So what I'm going to do is rangefind this Rodo. Obviously I'm not shooting it, I don't have an eye licence. And I'm ranging it at 206 yards, which is indicating a bullet drop of 2.8 inches on the ballistic calculation. So how does the scope work that out? It works that out because I've put all my data in earlier, including feet per second. The initial velocity, you'll see that's 2943. Now I get that from the box on my Federal 100 grains, so dead straightforward to input. The temperature, 57 Fahrenheit, is fairly accurate. The ballistic coefficient, again from the box, and the sight height. Now the sight height is the measurement between the centre of the scope and the centre of your bore. Now just taking a break from all the mad technicalities, I just thought I would show you a lovely badger running through the field on my Condor CQ50L. Great to see. Billy Brock going about his business. Well, that was a really successful evening. I was able to take out the Roe Buck at the farmer's request. It was lame, as you would see from the footage, and he's going to get some good burgers out of that. And then managed to take out 3 foxes, so that's put a wee dent in the population for now. I'm extremely impressed by the Stellar 3 Pro SQ50L. It is a force to be reckoned with. And when you consider what it's got in there, you can just see the screen. It's not the best light, but the built-in laser rangefinder into the 50mm lens and the ballistic calculator makes it a real force to be reckoned with. I can't wait to get back out with it and put it through its paces again, but I'm really impressed. I would stick my neck out and say this has been my favourite thermal scope to this point, and again, very affordable. So this product and all our products, all you need to do is jump onto www.scottcountry.co.uk to have a look, or give us a phone at our office in Castle Douglas and we'll be happy to talk you through all our products and answer any questions. So this has been Richard for Scott Country International. We'll see you all again soon.